guys, welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. My name is Jessica and today I'm doing a Wip Chat. If you're new here and you don't know what Wip stands for, it stands for work in progress. And what that normally means is that you can bring out your own whips, or if you want you can do chores, you could drive around, you could just sit on the couch and do absolutely nothing while you listen to me ramble about what's been going on in my week. With that being said, look guys! I finally got into a new diamond painting. I finally got to the tea party. So been working, I haven't been really working on this very long. It took a week to finish one section. I was able to finish another section today. And I've been having problems with my GoPro because it's been overheating. So I had to let it cool down. So let's cross our fingers and hopefully I can record because I tried a few times already. But yeah, I finished Mushrooms Glow by Jamuska, and I got that from Jaded Gem Shop, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And I actually finished a couple of other diamond paintings as well last week. This week has been busy with lots of ups and downs. Well, last week was a lot of conflicting emotions, and I just didn't really feel like doing much except just focusing on diamond painting and, just trying to process all my emotions. So, anyway, I got through that. I got through a couple of diamond paintings, and then I took a while for this because of everything that has been happening this week and last weekend. Holy cow. But anyway, it is a huge canvas, by the way, guys. So this is like 87 by 65 centimeters. If you guys remember the Mushrooms Glow one, that one was a 60 by 80. So this one's just slightly bigger and it's square just as much as like the other one. I will say that I kind of bought some enhancement drills. So I bought the enhancement pack. So we have things like crystal ABs, we got glitter drills, we got pixie dust drills, we got normal crystals, and even sparklers. So I have never ever touched sparklers before, so I can't wait to try these. I didn't get to print the instructions down, but I did kind of pull it up on my phone. I have it on my phone over here. So, and I pulled out all the drills that I don't really need, because it says it's for the entire canvas except for one drill, which was the this one, and that's going to just be for lanterns, so I don't have to worry about that right now. I already got some of the enhancement drills in her dress as of right now, and I'm loving it. It looks so good. They had to give extra crystal ABs and crystal drills because some of the sizes are a little bit off. So as you can see, I have this one put to the side that has like all the slightly bigger ones. So I've been like combing through that as I'm placing drills. There's some that are still on the bigger side that I just kind of placed in there, but that's okay. I'm trying not to be too picky, but I can't help myself. But it looks so good already. I love it. I can't wait to be, I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. I'm so excited. But yeah, last week, let's get through the bummer part, I guess, and before we can go into all the happier bits and stuff like that. But I kind of had conflicting emotions because of Mother's Day. If you guys are new here, my mom passed away last August, so it's almost a full year since she's been gone. And I wasn't really thinking about it, and it kind of snuck up on me. I mean, I knew Mother's Day was there, but I didn't really truly thought about it until the day of. And my husband was gone with the kids to get some things for me, which was okay. I was okay with. And I was kind of I woke up and I was just like, I can't wish my mom a happy Mother's Day. And I went through some emotions, and it kind of carried on for the whole week. But For the most part, my kids were very sweet. So, and I've already gotten something for my husband because I am going to be probably out of it with my surgery that I won't remember to have the kids do the things that he was, he helped out with. So, um, but the kids, they saw that my flowers were completely wilted and I had to throw them away, which, I got sad about. And they replaced those flowers. So I have new flowers going in there. They got some handmade cards, which was very sweet. And I have those, had that on the whiteboard. Um, I was able to convince Nicole to help me vacuum up the place a little bit and get some of the chores done, which was really, really nice. And then for I didn't have to really do anything except throw a lasagna into the oven because my husband wasn't able to stick around or anything like that, so he had to go. But he made sure to get me something that I didn't have to really do any work or prep on it, especially since I was just like, yeah, the restaurants are going to be packed. We don't even bother about it because he was going to just order something. I'm like, no, don't even worry about it. So, he was able to drop that off before he had to leave. But it was a good Mother's Day overall. But kind of bittersweet, I guess would be the best way to say it. But yeah, for the rest of the week, I was just kind of dealing with those emotions, and I didn't want to bring the mood down for everyone last week. I was like I said, it took some time for me to process it. I'm in a better mood now. I'm in better spirits. Um, Although last weekend, oh my goodness, it was just like there was just so much that kept going on because the kids went to go have a sleepover last weekend, and I was like spending the moment to like start getting ready. I was going to focus on this. This is what I was really about to work on last Saturday. So that's why I say it's been almost an entire week before I was able to do that. So last Saturday, I touched the canvas. I put a couple of drills down, well, a couple of colors down, and then I got the phone call that they were bringing Jaina. Well, they were bringing Jaina and Michael home. Nicole decided she didn't want to go. She wanted to try and hang out with her best bud, but that didn't happen. But so she hung out with me the night before, and we caught up on some things that we haven't been able to watch together. But yeah, I got a phone call like saying, "Hey, Jaina's sick. We're gonna bring everyone back home." And I was just like, "Oh my goodness!" So she was apparently gotten sick quite a bunch. We found out later on that she caught food poisoning from one of these pizzas that they bought. That it was no one else touched it, but her and my husband. My husband touched it like a few days later, and he got really ill as well, from what I heard. Um, so it was not a pleasant experience for Jaina. The poor kid was miserable. We didn't know it was food poisoning until we got confirmation from my husband that he also got ill as well, and it was after he ate those two slices of pizza. So I was just like, okay, all right, because I was getting a little worried, but she was like all day Saturday, the poor kid was just so miserable. And then oh, I'm just like waving my hands all over the place. She was so miserable, and then Sunday she finally started wanting to eat, and it took a while for her to finally to finally eat something, because she did not eat anything all day Saturday. Like, all I could do was just try and keep her hydrated. And then Sunday was just like little nibbles here and there. Finally was able to get her to eat some bread, and but that was it. And she still wasn't really hungry or anything. So Monday comes around, right? Monday, she's all like, "I feel so much better," right? And I was like, "We'll keep you home." And we still didn't know it was food poisoning at this point. I'm like, "I'm keeping you home for a day just to see how you're doing. Like, I don't want like all of a sudden you're sick again or anything like that." And so she was just so much more animated. I could tell she was 100% better, but better safe than sorry. And she started telling me all about her day that was happening on Friday last week. So that on Friday, before they went out for pizza and all that stuff, there was a field day that was happening over at the school. So they had like this huge water day. Michael and Jana were so excited, and apparently there's another water day that's coming up, but Jana has not finished her goals, so she may not be able to participate. I'm gonna have to try and help her do that today because hey, if you really want to get this, get snow cones and all that stuff, you're going to have to do this. So, but yeah, they did have snow cones that day as well. The fire department was there. They were spraying stuff in the air. They were doing like the sponges, from what I've heard, they had a blast. They enjoyed themselves immensely. It was fun. And I was glad that they, she had a good time before everything kind of went downhill. The poor kid, and especially because, she ate snow cones. And then when we got her home, because of all that state testing, we were celebrating the end of state testing. And we got McFlurries as well. So she got to eat a McFlurry. And then, after all that, I heard that she was hungry, and they decided to get her pizza, and she had a healthy appetite. So Jana's not the kind to overeat. She's the kind that, once she's full, and then she'll come back to it like, 5 hours later. So, the poor kid finally has a good appetite, and then it just got ruined. I'm like, oh man. But yeah, when Monday happened, she was like telling me all of this, and it took her a while. I made her like what she calls a peanut butter taco, and it's just a slice of bread, and I just put peanut butter on it, and then I fold the slice of bread. So instead, and she calls it a taco because it looks like a taco. It's basically a thing between her and Daddy. But this time around, she asked if she could have a PB&J taco. So I was just like, okay, I can honor that request if you're really feeling like you can eat it. So half of that slice of bread became peanut butter. The other slice, my grocery order is ready. Awesome. I've been ordering groceries for pickup, so been keeping an eye out on that. You guys do not know how hard it's been to get this. I have been dealing with tech difficulties for a while right now, and I'm still got a list of stuff that I need to work on. So yeah, this camera, it's starting to do what it did last year. I don't know if it's just because it's the heat, even though my house is cool and it's cold. I'm so sorry that it's cold, and it's cool and cold. This thing overheats every time it starts getting into the 80s and 90s outside. So I don't know what's going on right now. Right now it looks like it's doing good. I had to put in the nicer battery that I had. The other battery I'm kind of a little worried about. I'm like, not gonna touch it anymore because I don't want it to like explode or something. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. But yeah, let me finish this, and I'm still trying to figure out where all the drills are located. So this isn't my only huge canvas I'm working on. Downstairs, I'm working on a round one though, but it's still long. It's almost as tall as me. So this year I finally decided I'm going to finally actually participate and put an entry in with Summer with the Masters, because like I never really had anything that would qualify for it. I never really bought anything like that, and this time around I'm like, I want to participate. I want to join in too. So I got a diamond painting from one of the Muka ones, so it's winter. It's like the season's winter, and that one's from Diamond Art Club, and it is it's taken me a while. I'll say that the color scheme isn't my favorite, I guess. It's a lot of color blocking, so I think that's probably why I'm just like, because it's round and it's color blocking. If it was a square color blocking, I probably wouldn't be as about it, but there's just so much color blocking, and I'm already kind of just like, whatever. But I already figured that it's going to be a long-term project anyway, and with the stuff that's happening, that I probably won't be really doing too much diamond painting as I'm recovering. So my plan is, hopefully, cross your fingers, hopefully I will be able to, what is that? Okay, sorry. There is like lots of noises going out. It's summer. People are enjoying themselves and stuff like that. But I don't know how long it's going to take me to recover or anything like that. But I am going to be trying to try and record some unboxings and stuff like that, and then hopefully not your muffin reviews and stuff like that as well, depending on how I'm feeling and how I sound. I don't know how I am going to do. I know I need to do a lot of breathing exercises. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm trying to figure out what I want to pack to the hospital, if I even feel like diamond painting. That's the thing. I think I'm going to take the paint gems with me. I bought a clipboard, a storage clipboard, to basically diamond paint on, but we'll see how well that works. But I'm pretty excited about getting this mass out of my lung out and figuring out what the heck it is. Since they were like, we're pretty sure it's not cancerous, but nothing's 100% sure until pathology says it. And they did try to biopsy it a few months ago, but it came back abnormal. So we'll see. We'll cross your fingers and we'll see. But yeah, just it's a lot of different factors that's going in, because it's just from what I've been reading and stuff like that, the surgery is going to take anywhere between, depending on what they're going to do. It can take, if they're able to do it through the robot, it's going to take up to 3 hours. And if it's they have to go through doing an actual incisions and stuff like that, it's going to take up to 6 hours. So cross your fingers that it's a 3-hour one with the robot, because I don't know if I really want to deal with all of that other stuff, and plus all the breathing exercises I'm going to do. I did buy myself a jacket for the hospital, because I am going to be cold. I know I'm going to be cold, but I won't be able to wear my hoodies. I love wearing my hoodies, but I know that with the IV and everything, I won't be able to really put stuff on, or put stuff over my head. So I want to be able to try and keep warm as best as I can, and I figured a nice little jacket that's going to that's easy to take on and off will do just fine, or at least put over my shoulders, so that way I can keep my arms warm, because I know I'm going to be freezing. I'm always cold, and the hospitals are cold all the time. I remember how cold it was at the maternity center, so it's just I don't want to deal with that. But yeah, I'm glad that I am getting it. I don't know if you guys can tell or what, but my cough has gotten way more pronounced. It's gotten I'm starting to produce stuff some of it's blood tinge stuff that they keep asking me before, and I'm like, no, there's no blood. So I mentioned it to the doctor before about that. Sometimes it comes back with blood and stuff. He goes, well, it seems like it's a good thing that we already are proceeding forward with this. So. And to be honest, I could have probably gotten this scheduled earlier. I could have gotten it out by this point. But I wanted to make sure I was able to be around for the kids, all the kids' events that's happening. Because we've already gone through so many events right now, and I don't want to miss my kid's last day of school. It's coming up, and it's kind of funny how how it is because it's next week for us. Won't tell you the exact day, but it's next week for us. And oh my goodness, it's just like it's going to be a half day, and of course Memorial Day there's no school, so it's crazy. Like there's not that much many days left, and um I'm just dang. And then of course like we'll be going back to school like right around the beginning of August, Uh, so it's just like I'm kind of glad for it, but at the same time it's just like dang, this this year has gone by fast. Excuse me. But yeah, it's just like so. With Monday, Jana stayed home. I got to send her in on Tuesday, and during that whole time, I was like I was dealing with stuff with with Michael's things and things like that, because like one of the things was his teacher the week prior said we need a white T-shirt because we're doing like we're gonna sign we're gonna put signatures on the shirt, we're gonna tie dye, and then everyone gets to take their shirt home. But I didn't get anything from Jana's teacher, so I was like, okay, so I'll just buy Michael's shirt. I'm guessing it's just instead of it's a grade thing, it's just going to be a class thing instead. So like I already had Michael's shirt all ready to go, and then I think it was like either Monday night or Tuesday morning, I come to find out that Jana's class is doing the exact same thing, and they need their t-shirts by Thursday. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I need to bring the shirts in now. So I had to look to see if I could get a shirt in by Wednesday, and thankfully I did. I was able to find a shirt online, and I bought it, and it came in the very next day. Because I don't know what would we done if it wasn't, because they were doing tie dye stuff yesterday. I didn't think it was going to be yesterday. Thought it was supposed to be today, but nope. It was yesterday. But yeah, so did all that, and then like so Monday, Jana stayed home, so I couldn't really do a lot around here, unfortunately. And I was just like, it was mostly, just entertaining her. I was kind of, starting kitting up my next, the Muka diamond painting I had. And, just kitting down and stuff like that with my other diamond paintings. So, like, on Tuesday, you'd think I would have time to diamond paint, right? Everyone's back at school. Nope, I had a doctor's appointment, and it was the one that was like, it's nowhere close to me. It's the one in the city, so it's just like I have to, drive a pretty distance out to go see this guy. But it was basically a follow-up with, it was like this deep vein thrombosis guy, and he's also, deals with cancer and stuff like that. But he was going over my MRI results and looking at my B12 levels, and yeah, my B12 levels are still low, no matter what. So I had to go through all of that, but he saw that I had this surgery schedule, and I still have to go to him. I was like, dang it! I thought this was gonna be my last visit with him. No, I still got another visit. So I'll be seeing him again after like a few weeks after the surgery, and he wants to see the pathology reports, because if it does turn out to be cancerous, I'm definitely going to be he's definitely going to try and oversee the whole thing. And I'm like, I mean, like, he's a good doctor. He's a really good doctor. It's just a lot of specialists I don't want to have to go all over the place for. So yeah, that took a pretty good part of the day, but I did get to stop at Wendy's. I know. It was funny because he was telling me like I needed to still work on losing my weight. I've been doing good. I did gain a couple of pounds back, but that's that's okay. It wasn't like anything huge. It was literally like 3 pounds, so it wasn't too big of a deal. But yeah, it was just basically, keep at what you're doing, try and figure things out. he told me if we had a pool or something, use the pool. We don't have a pool. um, but yeah, so Tuesday was a total bust, right? So you think Wednesday, Wednesday I would be able to get some diamond painting done, right? I would, get all of that done. No, nope, 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 nope. Not even in the slightest. So, oh my goodness, it was so many. Like I said, I had a lot of tech problems. My GoPro's overheating. I gotta replace Nicole's phone. So one of my things I'm going to do is I'm replacing her phone. I'm putting her on my phone plan, and I'm getting the Bark app instead. I'm going to cancel the Bark phone. And I haven't done that yet because of everything else that's been happening. I had to do a lot of phone calls on Wednesday, and also that was when my kids went on a field trip. They went to the zoo. They had a blast there. Michael and Jana went to the zoo. And everything, so they got to see all the animals, and we didn't get to pick them up until after school was over. So we actually had to go pick up Nicole first before we went to go see her, before we went to go see the twins. It was really funny. But no, I had to actually be on the phone a lot. Some of it was like some personal stuff that I needed to talk to. A lot of phone calls with that, a lot of back and forth. And then a lot of it was also with my medical stuff. So with my medical stuff, oh my goodness, it's just like they're getting ready for, we're getting ready for the surgery since it's getting closer. So I'm answering all the questions. It was just like basically all my medications that I'm taking, and then what I'm supposed to do for the day of, if I'm, when to stop, eating food, when to stop drinking liquids. I was told to stop taking my multivitamins and my B12 a week before my surgery. And everything else was fine. I can take stuff till the day of. And then after all of that, like, it was just like, it was pretty much time to go pick up all the kids. I was just like, I did not get a break, because it's just like my phone kept going off, like between like all the personal phone calls that I needed to make, and also my doctor's appointments. All I did was just talk on the phone. And like sometimes I can diamond paint, but like I get distracted, so like I don't want to do that. Like sometimes I can get distracted, and I wanted to really focus on these phone calls. But so afterwards, we got to pick up the kids, and we decided to surprise them. But things were like drama. Like, so I finally got to see this trampoline park that they've been talking about. We took them to the trampoline park, and I got to see them bounce around and have a blast. And then Nicole, she trips and falls, and I think she like twists her ankle, and she says it popped. And she starts, crying. She starts saying like how much it hurts, and I believe her. I completely believe that it hurt. I just don't believe that it hurt to the amount that she was, pulling. And like we made her rest, right? And then she kept trying to want to go get up and play, and we're like, no, go rest. You kept saying how much it hurts, and you're saying you can't put any weight on it. Rest your ankle, rest a bit. You don't worry about it. She's like, but it's a waste of money. I'm like, no, because we bought a pass. So they can come like once a day for about 90 minutes kind of thing. We don't really take full advantage of that, but it's still cheaper than for each visit kind of thing. So, but she was like, oh, okay, I guess so, right? And, and finally, like, we got them ices, and then after that, she was ready to go play and bounce around. And then, of course, 30 minutes after all that, Michael does something, and he completely, how you can hear your kids. Because, like, I was asking my husband, like, all right, how do we know if we can hear them, if they're hurting or something? Because, this place is pretty loud. And he goes, "You'll know." Yeah, I heard him immediately, loud as day. Like, I was like, "That's Michael." And he goes, "Yeah." And then goes up to go see what the problem is. And some kid was like showing him certain little bounce maneuvers, and was trying to, basically say, "Hey, copy me, do what I do." And he tried to mimic this girl's um, like jump, and he smacked his knee, like I think on the harder part of the trampoline instead. Kid got a good like bump and bruise on his knee, like on the side of his knee. He couldn't walk, for a couple hours. He was pretty miserable. And this kid, he barely gets hurt. If he doesn't really put up too much of a fuss if he gets a little injured. But when he's definitely hurt, he's hurt, right? So Chris had to carry him out out of the trampoline park and into the car, right? And then all of a sudden, after that, like you know, Nicole starts talking about how much her knee, her ankle hurts. She's going on and on about that, and we're like, okay, well, there's nothing we can do. We're gonna go eat Mexican food. We're gonna eat in, and it was really late by this point, but we wanted to. We were all meeting up together with my in-laws. Those plans were already put in place, so it's just like, okay, let's get through this, and then I can get the kids in for bed, and everyone can sleep, because they were already. You could tell they were starting to. Hold on 1 minute. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, you could tell that they were going downhill. They were tired. But we got to order our food, and it was a really good experience. I haven't been out in a long time to really do stuff. I've been kind of staying home, so it was really nice to kind of go out and everything. But my battery did get drained pretty quickly, and it only got worse from here, to be honest. Well, not worse as in like horrible, but like my battery. It's just like I kind of did too much socializing. Excuse me. Gosh, I thought my coughing fit was over. I don't know if I'm able to cut that out. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, you don't need to know. You don't need to deal with me coughing all the time. But yeah, we got to the restaurant, and the kids behaved for the most part. They acted like kids, but they were still doing good. But you can tell that they were getting tired, but they weren't like being cranky tired. They were just, sluggish with their movements and stuff like that. So when we got them home, we packed everything up. We got them home, and I got the baths, and then Jana was like back on high alert. She was bouncing all over the place. She's like, "I'm not tired. I'm not tired. I'm not tired." I'm like, "Okay, Miss Not Tired. Help me out then." My husband had to help Michael out because he still couldn't walk, is what he said. But we already looked at it. I got him an ice pack and everything like that. But we decided to let him have a bath instead. So my husband helped him into the bath, gave him his privacy, then helped him back out, and then he carried him all the way to his bed. And, after that, Michael said he was starting to feel a lot better. So it was like, okay, that's good. I'm glad that you're starting to feel better. And he was able to bend and move his knee a bit more. But when I came back, Nicole started going, "I can't walk on my ankle. I can't do anything. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad." And we're like, "You were literally just walking around." So I don't know if it's just like I said, I believe she was hurting 100%. But I think that she just was wanting us to focus a little bit more attention on her than her siblings, and she was feeling left out or something like that. But when I went to come upstairs to check up on the twins, like not even 20 minutes later, guys, not even 20 minutes, they were zonked out. Like for Jana to not be Jana usually still is awake. No, she was out. I was like, "Yep, these two had a fun-filled day at the zoo. And of course, like when we were at the restaurant, when they still had energy, when we were at the restaurant, they were telling me, they were telling Nana and Papa and all of us about the animals that they were seeing. It was like, just, they were excited. Like they got to feed giraffes, they saw snakes, there was, a lion. I was just like, okay, I'm glad that they had a good time, Let's see. All right. So then they get to bed, like, and all that. Nicole comes back out telling me she still can't walk. And I'm like, how'd you get out? I walked. But she's like, I can't put any weight on it. I'm like, okay, here, let's get you some Tylenol. I pretty sure it's not anything. She said she talked to her friend, and her friend is like wanting to be a doctor, so she listens to her friend more than she listens to us, to be honest. But that's usually the case about teenagers anyway, or preteens. They listen to their friends more. But she's all like, my friend says it could be like tendonitis, and I really think she's correct. We really need to get this looked at. And I'm like looking at her going, I think you're fine, kid. How about we let it rest for a night, and then we'll come back to it and see how you're doing, right? And because I looked at it, her foot was not swollen, or anything like that. But just hold on a minute. I gotta respond to someone. And autocorrect keeps messing up on me. There we go. All right. So I lost my train of thought, guys. Anyway, so oh yeah, Nicole. So Nicole's like, going on and on about that. But we're like, no, you're fine. Go to bed. We'll see you in the morning. And I've figured, I'll check up on her. Like, she got Tylenol, she got an ice pack. She'll be fine, We've already looked at it, and it wasn't swollen. There was no bruising or anything like that. So when we woke up in the morning, she didn't take a shower that night, so which I was a little grossed about, but she claimed she couldn't even get into the shower, and she was going to take a shower at 5:30. So in my brain, I was like, great, that means I'm waking up at 5:30, because if you guys don't know, her door is like right next to my door. The way we have it is kind of like almost like a V section, so our doors kind of look at each other almost. And so I can hear every movement of her when she opens the door, and she's loud. She's loud. As much as she says she isn't, she's loud in the mornings. Like that door, wham! When she wakes up in the morning, to get wherever she's going. But yeah, 5:30. I had my alarm set at 5:40. Normally I have it set for 5:50, but I had it at 5:40 in case she didn't wake up at that point. And she wakes up, like she said she did. I was surprised. And I hear her. She doesn't see that I'm awake yet, but I hear her going to the laundry room, getting her clothes, going into the bathroom. I'm not hearing any, ow, 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 or anything like that. She is walking slower than what she normally would, but she is walking, right? I'm just want to say this, right? So I go and take my shower. Because I felt gross. I'm going to have to plug in the fan. Like, even though we have the AC on, I'm going to have to plug the fan in. Because at nighttime, it's still so hot up here. So I got in, took my shower, and I come out of my shower. I'm getting dressed, and I hear movement outside in my bedroom. And it's Nicole. And she's like, I can't walk on my foot. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm in so much pain. It's like she was working herself up in a frenzy. Like I said, I believe she was in pain. I totally 100% believe she was hurting, but I don't think that she was hurting as much as she was thinking she was hurting, if that makes sense. Like, she was like working herself into a frenzy that it could be something so serious and so severe, and I was just like, you need to calm down, I was like, you know, I know you want to believe your friend, but how about you listen to mommy, please? And I took a look at her foot again just to make sure, and there was just the tiniest, if you could even, the tiniest bit of swelling on just one side of her ankle, just a little bit. No bruising whatsoever, but she claims she can't even walk. She was like, I need crutches, you know, and all that. I looked at her, I'm like, no, you don't. And I'm like, look, I'll put an ace bandage on you, right? But let me go check on Michael first, because, you know, in my mind, he has a big old bump and a bruise, you know, and he was literally hurting. But I was like, I wanted to make sure her feelings were validated. I wanted to make sure she knew that I was listening to her and understanding where she's coming from. But I also needed to make sure Michael was okay. So I go in, I check up on Michael. He's perfectly fine. It hurts. Yeah, it hurts, and I kind of figured as much, because the bump was still there. It gone down a bit, and you know, it definitely bruised some more. It was definitely more bruised than it was the day before. And he was he started walking around on it gingerly. So he was like, you know, kind of limping, but he was moving around. So I was like, okay, good. You know, that's good. He's able to move. Now let's go back to Nicole. You know, like I told him to go get ready, get dressed. I'll check all up on him in a little bit. And I went back to focusing on Nicole. So focused on Nicole, you know, and I was just like, all right, I'll put an ace bandage on you. I'm going to wrap your foot up, you know, but you are going to school. And she's like, I don't know if I can. And I'm like, I think you can be going to school. And she goes, my teachers aren't going to believe me. They're going to make me do all this stuff. My gym teacher's going to make me run. I'm like, calm down. You'll be okay. Let's, you know, take things at a single step at a time. Well, you know, but you guys know what I mean. But I was just like, let's just chill, calm down, and then, you know, I told her to, you know, take her time, come downstairs. I will give her another ice pack. I will give her some more Tylenol, and I'll have her sit down on the couch, which is what I did. So when she finally came down, she was like saying she didn't know she's going to be able to come downstairs, and I'm like, you're going to have to. I can't carry you down the stairs. She was hoping to be carried. I'm like, no, I can't carry you. I don't have that kind of strength. I couldn't even carry Michael. Oh, I grabbed the wrong color. But I'm like, I don't have that kind of strength. You're going to have to get down yourself. Just be slow. Michael figured out. He just sat on his butt and just scooted down the stairs. So, but she was like, you know, she kept kind of going on and on. And I said, sweetie, I can't carry you. You are almost the same height as me. I have muscle weakness. I am not able to pick you up. I'm like, I have no way of being able to do that. And then I'm like, I'm going to hurt us both if I do that. So finally, after I said that, she's like, okay. And she comes down slowly, and I got her onto the couch. I made her breakfast. I walked over and handed her breakfast. I even, you know, took her breakfast and put it up, and I had her go up the stairs and take care of everything, you know, and before she came back downstairs. So she got herself all nice and dressed, because yesterday, guys, was the award ceremony for her class. So it wasn't for, I noticed that they don't have the entire 6th grade out like they do with, you know, elementary school. It's only like if your name is in this pamphlet, and we got, my husband and I was invited through email. So basically, if we receive the invitation, that means our child name will be called. So I was like, okay. So, and it's funny because my husband was already not home. So when we met up, I was telling him all about Nicole's hijinks and stuff. And he goes, do you think we need to take her to the urgent care? I'm like, no, just wait, just watch, right? I'm like, I know she doesn't need it. So he sees her because I'm not able to. They have a sitting in these chairs, like it's in the cafeteria. So we have to sit on the cafeteria chairs. And I'm just like, why can't these, you know, make this, you know, it's kind of hard for us adults to do that, you know, because it's not like, it's benches. There literally are benches, and it's just like and they're curved, and they're definitely more for middle schoolers than they are for adults. And they're low, so it's just like kind of hard to get yourself seated. And then we see Nicole, and we wave at her. My husband saw her first. So she comes over to us, and like pretty well. I'm like, hey, you're walking, right? And then she goes, it still really hurts. It hurts a lot. And my husband just like, yeah, but you're walking. And she looks straight at him and goes, but Daddy, it hurts a lot. It hurts to put any weight on it. Like he was going to help her out. And he goes, okay, well, let's see what happens afterwards, right? And then oh my goodness, guys, this is so funny. She sees her friend. She hops up and she goes see her friend, right? And Chris is like, I guess she's feeling better. I'm like, yeah, see? And then she comes back down. I'm like, so you're doing all right? She goes, yeah, it still hurts a lot, right? And I'm like, uh-huh. And then she goes, oh, there's breakfast. Do you guys want anything? I'm like, no, I don't want anything. But they had like cheese danishes and then like an orange juice or something like that. She goes, can I go get something? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. She gets back up, walks over there, limps, okay? I kind of figured as much. She's going to limp. It's not going to be, she hurt herself. I mean, like, I understand that completely. She hurt herself. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt for a while. She's going to need to, definitely rest it and stuff like that. But I just thought it was funny how it went from, all of that and then, ooh, food, ooh, friends, right? So, yeah, she comes back down. She sits down, and then she's like looking behind me. She goes, one of my friends wants me to come over there and talk to them. They're waving at me. I'm like, okay, because the ceremony hasn't started yet. I guess they give us parents and kids to spend some time together before they start the whole thing. So she gets up like 2 more times after that to say hi to her friends, and it's so funny. And I just I just shake my head. I'm like, yeah, she's hurting really bad, hun. And he goes, yeah, I can see that. But anyway, she gets called up, right? She made principal scholar. And I'm so proud of her, She's a really good kid. As much as, she can be a little dramatic, she's a good kid. But I mean, like I said, I absolutely 100% believe that she was hurting, and she's going to hurt for a bit. So definitely want her to rest that foot, like don't go too crazy on it, because she's still walking on it a little gingerly. It's like she's walking on it carefully today, like and she says it doesn't hurt as bad as it did yesterday, which is a great thing. I'm glad, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, that's why I didn't think you needed to go to the hospital or anything like that. We were keeping an eye on it. We're not going to just like ignore it and just say, oh, just suck it up or anything, because like I said, I want to make sure she knew that that we were listening, we're validating her, but I also just didn't want her to kind of just work herself in a frenzy, which was what she was doing. And I was just like, you need to calm. But yeah, she got her awards. She asked to go home. She wanted us to take her home, and we're like, no, you can't go home. You're gonna go. You're gonna finish the rest of the day of school. And she was like, all, ugh. I'm like, nope. You're staying in school. I mean, like, it literally, school's only been in for about an hour and a half, maybe, yeah, an hour and a half. School, and she was already missing out like 45 minutes of that with the award ceremony. I'm like, no, you're not missing any school. Plus, with you being sick all the time, you're not missing more. I know there's not much left, but you're still going back to your class. And she's like, until she saw a friend, and then she's all like, all right, I guess I'll go talk to my friend, and then she's gone. It's like, bye, kid. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so she zoomed off. I'm like, bye. And then afterwards, me and my husband, I decided, let's go out for a little breakfast date, because we both haven't had coffee. We're kind of hungry. So I said, let's go out and eat. And he goes, all right, and he wanted to go to this donut place that's around here, which isn't bad. But I'm like, hey, I know you haven't been around for a bit. I mean, I know you haven't been like home and you haven't been able to see how much the town has changed. Let's go and see this cafe that opened up a few months back. And he was like, really? I'm like, yeah, I've never been able to go there yet. I haven't even really tried to go there, but I've been wanting to. And I'm like, I've been waiting till you come around so we can go and try it out. So it was a little place, but I got myself a little latte. Not a latte. I got myself a frappe. He got himself a latte, and then they had lemon bars, guys. I was just like, I looked at him and go, can I get myself a lemon bar? And he goes, okay. He rolled his eyes. He knows I'm a sucker for lemon bars. I mean, like, I gotten a BLT, but I was just like, I really want a lemon bar as well. Like, guys, my eyes were bigger than my stomach because I only ate half of my sandwich. And then I only ate half of my lemon bar. So I gave him my half of my sandwich. I'm like, here, I know you got to get back to where you are. You take my half of the sandwich and you can have that for dinner or for lunch. And he goes, okay. Basically, told him, I love him and all that stuff. And I got back home and basically finally finished off the day and repairing Michael's phone. So I got an achievement in because I didn't have to go and replace that phone. Oh my god. I had to reset his phone so many times. So I was like factory resetting it, pairing it with my app. Let me find this color before I continue on. So yeah, it was just like I was determined to get it fixed because customer service hasn't been a big help at all. They only have like live support, and if I'm trying to contact them that's not during their live hours, there's not like a place for me to put a ticket in or anything like that. I can email them directly, but they would prefer I talk to someone live, and I'm just so I finally got it working. So one of the things that wasn't working with his phone was when it was connected to my app, I could call him, I could text him, and he would receive them. And he's able to answer the phone call whenever I call him. But when he tried to call me, it immediately drops, calls ends, and then and it kept doing that. So finally got to a point where I got it paired up again because I decided to unpair it, factory reset it, like following the instructions. And then I just couldn't pair it anymore. It would not pair. It wouldn't connect. It said that they couldn't find this phone anywhere in the system. So it took like me butting heads with the phone and the app over and over again until it finally worked. So it started doing that whole, drop call again. And I'm like, okay. But now it was also turning off completely. It was like kept restarting over and over and over, and like I was trying to push an update in because I was just like, okay, because it kept saying that there was like an update for his phone. So I was like, okay, I'm just trying to get the update in, I'm just trying to push it in because that was my last chance. It was just like, this is my only option right now, is to do this and see if that works before trying to contact customer support again. So finally last night around 9 o'clock, I got it to work. It finally reset. It finally pushed through because every time I was trying to reset, it would restart the phone. Like it would just constantly restart before before it finished resetting, before it finally like updated the all the stuff that it needed. So the software finally got updated, and it now works, guys. It finally works. I am so glad that it finally works. And I'm scared if it stops working again because I don't know if I can handle all of that all over again. But yeah, then today I've been just I've been kind of chilling. I was trying to record and struggling with my GoPro. I had to wait for a while for it to cool down again. So like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my GoPro. But oh my goodness, some of the stuff that I remember this week, like, so I think this was from last week, and I'm kind of worried about summer because it's it's still a short summer, but it's still summer break. But some of the things I kind of worry about is like how the arguments are happening, and I never thought I would have to issue this rule. So I heard the kids like yelling at each other. Actually, I think it was this week. I heard the kids yelling at each other, and I'm going, what is going on? Because like Nicole was furious at I think it was like Jaina or Michael, one of the two. She was furious at them and she was yelling, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, what is going on? Calm down, right? Like let's I'm trying to, wanted to make sure I know what was happening. And apparently they were farting in front of her door, and that was bothering her. And I'm like, oh my god. And then they were like, well, she does it to us too. And Nicole's like, I only did that one time. And it was just on and on. And I can't believe I had to issue this as a rule, guys. But I was just like, all right, from this day forth. And I had to keep a straight face, guys. I really did. You know how hard it is not to laugh at this and, see how funny it is while they are being so serious. But I had to issue this, and I went like, okay, no one shall purposefully fart in each other's faces, in each other's doorways, or in each other's rooms. Accidental fluffs are okay, but no purposeful farts. I can't believe I had to say that, guys. I can't believe I had to issue that as a rule in our household. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Man. Oh, that's ridiculous. And yeah, that's a rule I had to set in the house. I don't know, guys. Like, am I failing as a mom doing this? Oh my goodness. I was just like, it was just so funny at the same time. It's just like, you gotta be serious. Jessica, don't laugh. Don't laugh. They're not gonna think it's funny. And I was just like, I'm just shaking my head going, I can't believe this. I really can't believe this. So some of the stuff that I'm trying to get ready to as well is just because, like I said, I have the surgery coming up. Trying to get things done. Next week is the kids' last week of school, and their last days coming up as well, which is crazy to think about. But I also have Michael and Jaina's award ceremony coming up as well. Like, so I have to focus on getting that done. And then I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to get all this, get everyone in the household to, while I'm, like, because I'm still taking care of the household and everything like that. My dad is coming down here for a week, to spend, time with me and help me since my husband won't be able to be around during that time. He's going to be here for the surgery. Like, I am so glad that he is able to take the time off to be able to spend with me while I'm in surgery and to be there for me. But it's just that he's not able to do too much more. So we were able to get my dad to come down here and help out for a week. And my in-laws are going to be coming and helping out as well to help with the kids. So that way I don't have to have so much stress on me as well. But yeah, it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot that's happening, and I don't know how that's going to work. I really don't. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing a lot of posting with taking care of the kids and everything. Maybe if they'll give me a little bit of a break. We'll see. I've been trying to also not go crazy with the spending. So some of the stuff that, I've been like, keeping my purchases down low, especially with, I gotta save money for that procedure. But I've been trying to keep my money, all my spending low. But I did buy like, a couple of things, like a clipboard. I bought some new clothes for me. Only because my pants are too, like, because I lost some weight, my pants are a little bit too big now, and they keep sliding down constantly. And if I'm at the hospital, if I'm allowed to wear pants and everything, I don't want pants that are gonna slide down. So I got some leggings. So hopefully those fit. They're coming in today. I'm gonna see how well they fit. So cross your fingers, guys. So I'm hoping that they'll fit. I also got some t-shirts because I did throw away a lot of my t-shirts away. Whoops. So those t-shirts I threw away were gone, but I got a couple of new ones, so that way when I am out and about, I'm not burning up wearing these long sleeves. Although I love them inside the house. They're nice, when the AC kicks on. But some stuff that I haven't really bought too many diamond paintings. I have bought the summer mystery kit from Jaded Gem Shop, because like the Crafters Den, or the Discord group, they're doing this during the summer. I just finished the spring mystery, by the way. I'm like, oh. And it looks so good, guys. I'm not going to spoil it. I'll show it in my monthly review, but it looks so good. But yeah, I bought the summer mystery one, and I bought like some canvases earlier in like a few weeks earlier. I bought Sailor Saturn, from like a Cherokee Sailor Saturn, because Nicole really wants Sailor Saturn. But can I say one thing about Diamond Art Club? They have been driving me insane with all of these restocks lately. There are so many diamond paintings that are coming up on my wish list that I'm like, I need, give me, and I can't get it. I can't get it, and I want it, and I can't. Like right now, there's this one Miss Butter that I want, which is like, I'm here for the food. I'm like, I want that. And then another one was discontinued, but they restocked it, and it's like The Huntress by Rosie Scribbles. I'm like, I want that too. And then there's a couple of other things that I had on my wish list that it's just like, but I can't get. Oh well. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here because it's getting very close to getting the kids. And I need to make sure that I'm around for the groceries as well, because my husband is picking up the kids today, and he's getting the groceries and bringing everything here, so that way we can unpack and stuff like that. And I got to prepare for this weekend because the kids want to do the park again. They want to go to the trampoline park, and the splash pad opens today, so they want to go splashing. So I'm like, okay, I can see how busy our summer might be. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!